quality system is something that is very important for the regulated industry. You have to make sure that if you are going to be manufacturing a product that is going for clinical use, you have to comply with the regulatory and quality requirements from the local regulatory agency, being Health Canada, US FDA, or any of the member states in the European Union. When you have an idea and you go through the proof of concept of that idea, you are in the R&D stage. The moment that you have confirmed that that idea is feasible to move forward into the commercialization stage, you have to have a way of trace any of the information that you are generating. And therefore, it is very important to maintain procedures that will allow you to capture that information. FDA tells you that if it is not documented, it doesn't exist. Therefore, maintaining documented information for protocols, reports, data that you are collecting, results, information in terms of compliance from the field, all of that need to be documented and need to be stored appropriately so that it can easily be traced to the source when you have an inspection from any of the regulatory agencies. If you know what you are going to put on the label of the final product, it would be easier for you to develop a path, because that will tell you if you need to do more clinical studies, if you need to have a quality system that will require more stringent conditions, more stringent requirements. So if you know which is the claim for your product, if you know what you're going to put on the label, you will be able to develop a regulatory strategy. You will be able to identify if you need to do more preclinical testing, more clinical studies, if you need to develop studies that are required to support your claim. So it is very important to start with the end in mind. Think about it, what you're going to have on the label. When you make a checklist, when you put in writing what it is in your mind, it is easier to visualize what you don't have. So making a checklist will allow you to identify, do I need to do it now? Do I need to do it later? At which stage in the process? And when you look at the overall concept of developing a product to commercialize somewhere, you need to know which are the steps that you need to go through. You need to identify, am I developing the product to go to the local market, Canada, US, or globally? Because different jurisdictions have different requirements. And as much as for pharmaceutical products, it is harmonized, for medical devices, it is not yet harmonized. Therefore, developing a checklist will help you to identify the requirements for the local sites where you are planning to launch your product.